Hi everyone, hope you're having a lovely bank holiday and Memorial Day today. I thought this morning that I would change little sweet Sophie out of these dungarees, and I thought what I'd do is I put her into the outfit that she actually arrived in, because she hasn't had that on for a long time. I don't know if you remember it. It's a pretty little blue dress with daisies on it, daisies at the top and daisies at the bottom. So I thought I'd put that back on her and have a little chat. And I thought what I'd do is I would start, I've been really enjoying doing all the tags, and I thought I'd start a tag of my own. And because it's a holiday, a public holiday today, I thought it would be nice to start a tag about that, about public holidays. Up you come, sweetheart. There you go. Good girl. So my tag will be, what's your favourite public holiday and why? And what's your best memory of that holiday? I thought that might be kind of fun to do. So let's take your little bracelet off, sweetheart. There you go. My favourite public holiday has got to be Christmas. I absolutely love Christmas. Always have since I was a little girl. It was quite an event in our house when I was a little girl, because this was in the 50s and 60s. There you go, sweetie. In the 50s and 60s. So, I mean, we didn't have a lot of presents or anything, because that wasn't kind of thing. We used to get something like a tin of toffees from our gran, or a book, or some colouring books or something like that. But it was the fact that we used to go to bed on Christmas Eve, and on Christmas morning the whole house was decorated. So you came down and it was kind of instant Christmas, if you know what I mean. So it was very special. And so I tried to carry that over with my children when I had my boys. And we used to do the same. They used to go to bed and we used to decorate the house, and they used to get up and there it was. It was Christmas. That becomes sweetheart. I expect my short hair up again. I always do, don't I? I'm a terrible mummy. Yes, I am, but she doesn't seem to mind, do you? There you go, sweet girl. I think we need to put a bit more baby powder in your nappy, so we do that. Yes, so I used to do that for my boys. They'd go to bed on Christmas Eve and put their stockings or sacks on the bottom of their bed. And we used to, me and my husband used to decorate, and we used to have it all ready for them for the morning. So yeah, you know, so I kind of carried that over, although when they were older they obviously wanted to help with the decorations, and because my elder son was 6 years older than his brother, he was really good. He used to keep the myth that Santa Claus was alive for him, and didn't kind of ruin it, which was brilliant, because we used to have two very excited little boys on Christmas Eve, as you can imagine. So that was great, although my eldest son was terrible. He was so excited, he couldn't wait to open his sack presents, or you know, and one year we actually had to, I think we gave in at 3 o'clock in the morning. His brother was fast asleep, but he wasn't. And, oh, he was driving us mad with excitement. And in the end, we had to let him open all his presents and then rewrap them so that he could pretend that to his brother in the morning, later on in the morning, that he didn't know what they were. So that was quite funny. So, yeah, so Christmas has always been a wonderful time for me, and the reason why really is because I just love all the spirit of good there is in the world, it seems to me. Then I think it should be like that all the time personally, but it's not, is it? It's just such a shame We've got such a beautiful planet and we just seem to be messing everything up, don't we? Yeah, so it's the feeling of goodwill and all the excitement of the children. Excuse me, got a bit of a dry throat this morning. All the excitement of the children and that. I love to see even now the children in the shops, you know, looking at everything with their eyes all wide open, you know, it's amazing. So I love it. So that's the reason why, really. It's because of the lovely spirit of Christmas there is about. And I always watch, look at your hair, Sophie, your mummy. Honestly, you'll be petitioning for a new mummy, keep messing your hair up. Won't you? What do you think, Callie? Look what I've done to her hair. Oh, dear. He's giving you a big kiss. He's a good boy, aren't you? There you go. Right, let's get your little dress on. And my best memory of Christmas. I mean, I've got loads, absolutely loads of when my boys were small. But I think the one that kind of sticks out in my mind is the Christmas, probably the year after we'd had our bad car accident. And my boys really wanted to have a BBC computer. They were the first ones, I think. I might be wrong, but I think they were the first ones that came out here in England. I don't know about the rest of the world, but yeah, a BBC computer so that they could play games on it and do other things on it. And they were really expensive. Up you come, sweetie. There's a good girl. Let's get you done up. And they didn't know that we'd been waiting for a year for a payout from the insurance because, you know, I had a bad neck injury, which has always caused me problems. And I got quite a decent payout for it in the finish. And that came just before Christmas, about a month before. So that was quite handy. And so I bought them this BBC computer. Oh, I must do her hair. I always mess it up so terrible. Where's your brush, darling? There it is. Honestly, look at you. What does Mummy do to you? She's a silly mummy. Yes, she is. I have to dampen it down again, actually, because it gets quite fluffy. There you go. Such beautiful, soft hair, though. Really nice. So, yeah. Oh, that looks better, sweetie, doesn't it? That looks better. Mwah. Yeah. That little dress looks really pretty, doesn't it? It's a really nice dress. I really like that. I always have to keep the top of her arms covered, though, because she's a jointed baby, and so they show. So I'll put a little cardigan on, actually. Right, so let's put you some little socks on. And I'm going to put these little lacy socks, I think they're really pretty, on her. And I'll carry on with my memory. Yeah, so I bought them this BBC computer. And what me and my husband did was we'd wrapped it up in the box. It was a great big box. And we had a cupboard under the stairs where we used to keep the Hoover and shopping bags and things like that, you know. So we hid it under the stairs for them and put all their other presents under the tree and everything. I'm going to put these little pretty shoes on that I got for her that goes well with this dress. And they came down in the morning after opening their sacks. I think they opened their sacks about 6 o'clock and came down and had some breakfast. And then we opened their ordinary presents and they were happy, you know. They were playing with things. I think we bought them, they always love Lego, and they were building Lego and everything and playing. And my husband kind of winked at me and I said to them, oh, it's got a bit messy in here with all this opening presents. And I asked the elder one to go to the cupboard under the stairs and get the Hoover so I could just hoover up some of the bits and pieces. Not that I was going to do that. I mean, it would have messed up the Hoover completely, wouldn't it, Sophie? It probably would have broken it, all that stuff. Yes. So he went to the cupboard, and of course all we heard was screams. I mean, screams of excitement, because there was this enormous present in the cupboard. And we went rushing out into the kitchen, into the dining room kind of area where this cupboard was, and we both said, what's wrong? And his little brother had run out and everything, and they're there, there's a great big parcel, and their little faces, honestly, it was hilarious. So I said, oh, you better get it out, it must be from Father Christmas. And of course we'd written on the tag from Father Christmas. So they're trying to get this big box out. Anyway, they managed to get it out, and we took it into the sitting room and they opened it. Wow. I mean, their faces when they saw this computer, they just couldn't wait to get this computer set up. And we had like a writing desk in the dining room, and pulled the flap down, and they were getting it. Their dad was helping them get, but their faces, honestly, I shall never ever forget it. It was just totally amazing. Really amazing. And you know, that's what I love about Christmas. It's not the actual getting of presents, I'm not so bothered about that, but seeing people's faces when they open things, I just love it. And even now, even though my sons are in their 40s, I still occasionally do them a sack and wait. And my husband gets up early, he's always up by 6, and they're still asleep. And when my eldest son comes up for our family Christmas, he sneaks them out by their doors, so that when they open the door there's this sack. So I still occasionally do it, not every year, because of course I can't afford to do it every year, for one thing, and it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? They'd be expecting it. So every now and again I do it, and they love it. And sometimes I even buy them Lego, and they still enjoy doing that, don't they, Sophie? So yeah, right. She's in her pretty little dress, and she's got her pretty little shoes on, and her socks. She looks lovely, doesn't she? I'm going to pop her little cardigan on. There we go. Let's turn your head round, sweetie, so everybody can see you a little bit better, because we're at a different angle today. I tried to do something a little bit different today. Oh, my throat's terrible. I have to drink water. I obviously haven't had enough cups of tea again today. Right, so that's my tag, everybody. So I hope you join in, and I hope you enjoy doing it. And let me know on my channel that you're doing it, so that I can pop across and see what your answers are too, because I'd love to know. And I just hope you'll join in with me. That would be fantastic if you feel you'd like to do that. So that's great. There you go, darling. So she's got a little pink cardigan on. This is what she came in as well. I think I'll do the top button up today. It's a bit chilly here today, honestly. It's windy, and we've got the north wind again. It's really cold, and some of you are baking, aren't you? 96 degrees, goodness. What do you think of that? 96, I think I'd die, because we haven't got air conditioning in our houses, so I think that would be the finish of me, really. Anyway, before I finish my video today, I'd like to do a big thank you to Ginny of Ginny's Creations. She did the most fantastic video with pictures that she'd drawn of some of our babies, and one of them was this little girl. And I don't know if you know Ginny at all, but check out her channel if you don't, Ginny's Creations. She is partially blind, and the pictures that she's drawn are totally amazing. I couldn't believe it. I mean, there was my Sophie. Amazing, just from a photo that I'd sent her. She's an amazing lady, a lovely lady. And to you, Ginny. To Ginny. She did a lovely job of that. I would love to have a copy of that drawing, Ginny, if you wouldn't mind sending me one, to put on my nursery wall. Let me know what you think. And the other thing I wanted to do today was a shout out for this little piggy. I don't know if you know her. It's her and her daughter, so it's Ines and Jordana. So I'll put their details on the bottom, as well as Ginny's, on the bottom of this video, so you can check them out. They've got a fantastic thing going on between mother and daughter. I love watching their things. I love them, love them, love them. They're beautiful people. And they've got some changes in their nursery. And they're going to have some babies for sale, and they're lovely babies. So go and check them out. That's This Little Piggy, and I'll put the details on the bottom. And Sophie's going to give a big kiss to Innes and a big kiss to Jordana. And Callie's going to give a big kiss as well to you ladies, because they sent Callie to Sophie, and Sophie loves him, don't you? Yeah, she loves him, yeah. And a big kiss to all of you out there, ladies. Thank you for all your lovely comments on my videos. I absolutely adore them. I love reading them, and I'm very, very grateful for them. I really appreciate them. So, a big kiss from Sophie, and a big kiss from me.